Hi there Gemini, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of June 8th to the 14th. We have in your past or energies leaving, completing or transitioning the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords. In your current focus energies we have the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Swords, and coming in towards the end of the week or the outcome of what you're journeying right now we have the energy of the Hierophant and the Five of Cups. Gemini, it's clear that there is a, rite of passage going on here, a journey, a moving away from a situation. And I feel that it's going to be when you open yourself to maybe new love, maybe an apology, an emotional offer, whatever this Knight of Cups is bringing in for you, that is what's going to set you free. That's almost like what breaks the spell for you. There is the potential for whatever this offer is that's coming in, for it to solidify, for it to become a next level of commitment. But there may be a temptation to look back to the past and want to connect with that. So let's see how it plays out. First of all, I'm going to look into your oracle cards here. So let's see what we've got. We have Leap, which is very much the Fool's Journey. And we have Shiva. Yeah, Shiva really is that energy, Gemini, of, destruction and rebirth, the destroyer of one cycle so that then we can begin another one. So it's kind of clear here that you're probably moving away from a cycle that's ended. Maybe some of you have been through a tower moment or a death energy, but every ending is the start of a new beginning. And when we move away from one thing, we can move towards something else and create the energetic space for it to come in. And when we're talking about cycles of death and rebirth, what better card to follow that up with than Leap, which is pretty much the full energy of this particular oracle deck. And the energy of Leap or the Fool is really about taking a leap of faith, having that hope and trust in the universe that this new direction, this new journey that you're heading on is right for you and is unfolding in divine timing. And there's an element of taking the journey, taking the first steps, even though you don't know where it's headed and you don't know what the destination is. A lot of us want to kind of know how things are going to turn out or have all our ducks in a row before we leap, but life just isn't like that. So this card here says you go first and the universe will catch you. Okay, Gemini, let's have a look at your recent past or what you're journeying through at the moment. You might currently be in this. We have the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords. So, you know what? The Two of Swords is a decision-making card in the tarot. It can be about, making a difficult decision. So I feel like for some of you, the decision may have been whether to stay in a situation or whether to move on and move on to something else. I think some of you have had a situation that has been, rocky, a bit of a roller coaster, and that's been going on for a while. But there was obviously a lot of attachment. There's a lot of emotional energy that I see attached to this as well. So obviously it can be leaving a relationship, it can be leaving a job or a friendship or a project that you might have put a lot of love and creativity in. And the Two of Swords shows somebody who's making the decision to walk a new path. They are, kind of at the crossroads and they're making the decision of which way to go. Now, the thing about the Two of Swords is that it talks about this, trying to make a decision and sometimes being emotionally clouded. So the idea is that we want to make decisions from a place of logic and fact mixed with our intuition. So because our emotions can really cloud us sometimes and hit us in the right direction in our decision making. So coming back to the facts, what actually has happened, where am I heading, what actually could this look like, and then also listening to your intuition, because there is a reminder with the Two of Swords that sometimes our intuition has been shut down, and sometimes it's being over emotional that stops us from being able to tune into that. So we really want to be able to open that up so that we can really make a good decision on how to move forward. You know, the Six of Swords really talks about a necessary rite of passage, moving away from a situation that hasn't been in our best interest or is no longer serving us. And through moving on and deciding to let this thing go, or the situation, we're moving into, you know, calmer waters, into new territory. You know, you're being asked to leap into that new path, into that new direction this week. So you might be taking the first step on that, but you're moving towards a time of greater healing, of peace, of harmony, of growth. And the key is to really leave those swords behind on the shore and carry on with an empty vessel. And those swords can be the hurts, the harsh words, you know, the over analytical thoughts relating to this situation. We really want to leave that behind, because it's through leaving it behind or not engaging and connecting with that situation anymore, that's what creates the energetic space for new opportunities to come in. And when we see here in your focus or current energies for the week, we've got the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So, you know, first of all, we do see some Eight of Swords energy here, which can be the energy of sort of being in our own mental prison, maybe, you know, sitting around and over analyzing, you know, that situation that you needed to leave, or, you know, still feeling energetically attached to it, feeling a little bit hard done by, maybe a bit poor me, you know, can be low self-esteem as well. But it's a self-imposed prison, meaning you can just make that choice to move on, to be the bigger person, to put those swords down and free yourself. What is really required here is a liberation. And we see this Knight of Cups, this person, whoever it is, trying to come in for you. So there could be, you know, a water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, who wants to come in and either bring you an offer of love, an apology, or maybe, you know, this could indicate, you know, a deepening in self-love as well that's required. But I feel like it's whatever this kind of emotional offer stands for. It's creating the space to accept that that's going to free you. It's going to be your liberation if you can move into an energy of receiving love this week, right? That's what it's all about. You know, if this person does come in, they could be quite magnetic and charismatic as well, so be on the lookout for that. But there is a message here now of, you know, now that you've moved on from that situation, to really allowing yourself to observe the opportunities of love, or, you know, offerings that might come in for you. And it's, you know, being open to that, that's going to free you from the past energy of the situation that you're moving on from. Okay, so coming in towards the end of the week or outcome, we've got the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so whatever that opportunity is that's coming in for you with the Knight of Cups, with the Hierophant energy here, I feel that has the energy, or it has the opportunity to become stable, to become some kind of commitment. If it is a person coming in with some kind of romantic offer, emotional offer, yeah, I mean, it could become a commitment. It could become, you know, dating or an engagement or something like that. You know, it can be in the work realm as well, you know, an offer of work that's going to fulfill you. And then we have the Hierophant, which, you know, shows somebody who's really, you know, stable and secure, kind of boss energy in the workplace. We've got two fives here though, guys. We have the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. So there can be the energy this week of feeling conflicted about the past is what I'm really feeling with the Five of Cups, because the Five of Cups is an energy of looking back rather than looking forward, of staying emotionally connected to the losses or the disappointments, or how the situation, whatever it is that you've been moving away from, how it played out, how it didn't kind of work out as you expected, as you hoped. It didn't materialize. Because the Seven of Cups, you know, is that illusion energy, and it's that energy of, you know, I was promised something. I was promised it all by this lover, this partner, this boss or friend or whoever it was. I was promised all these shiny cups. I was promised, you know, the world, but nothing was delivered, or what was delivered definitely was a far cry from what I was led to believe. And there is a sense of an illusion here. So I really feel that some of you are still feeling quite hard done by that, and that's keeping you connected to the energetic charge of that. So it's really important when we see the Five of Cups that we're able to, you know, cut that energetic cord and release ourselves from that situation, because we see two beautiful cups or new offerings here just waiting for you. But it relies on us severing the past and coming back to the present moment, because remember that the past really is the thief of the present, so that's what we need to keep in mind. So, you know, and there are new offerings coming in for you that will deliver. So we really want to stay out of this illusionary energy, let it go, move on, because there's new commitment, there's new offers here for you. You know, when I see the fives in tarot, because we've got two of them here, I always say that it's, you know, change that transmutes conflict, because five in tarot is a number of conflict and change. So some of you are going to need to make a change, and I feel that it is like, you know, a change in your own energy by removing yourself from the situation, by focusing on self-love now, by not thinking and connecting to that past situation, to stepping out of any feelings of you know, victimhood or anything like that. Because the Hierophant is also an energy of, you know, coming back to your own true values, now focusing on where your values are and starting to move forward in alignment with them. It's also a card of, you know, spirituality, you know, connecting to your intuition and, you know, your higher self as well. That can really be an energy that can help guide you through this time. It's about, you know, now releasing the past, the values that might have been imposed on you in this situation. And I feel that for some of you, you know, it's been the fact that, you know, you weren't living in your own truth in this past situation that you've moved on from, that has led you into that place where you have felt disillusioned, where you have felt, you know, like all that swords energy, where you have felt stuck and trapped. And now you're going through a liberation where you are now marching to your own drumbeat, and you know, you're really wanting to live life in alignment with you, and that's what's going to open you up to the opportunities that want to come in. And the opportunities that do come in, because you're in a place of alignment, Gemini, will be those that can actually deliver and materialize for you, because you're actually putting out a whole different energetic frequency. So Gemini, there you go. That is your weekly reading. Definitely moving away from something in order to create space for something new. The temptation may be to keep connecting with the past or to dwell on it, but that must be released, and you're being asked just to take that leap in a completely new direction and just trust what's coming in for you. Okay, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for a collective. It won't be everyone's reading. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Do leave me a comment. I really enjoy reading them all. I also try to reply to them all, unless they're, you know, nasty comments. Yeah, it helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. Stay tuned. I will be back here for another weekly reading next week. I'll have you know, love readings coming up as well. The June ones are currently up on my channel. I'm also releasing your next 6-month prediction readings at the moment as well, so you might want to check those out. And we'll see you back here very soon.